how does the attachment theory guide us and give us the courage we need
Yeah,
to
yeah.
keep moving towards the encounter?
How does it give us the courage? And I think attachment theory guides us to know that safety is of the utmost importance, right? So first of all, we want to make it safe. We're never asking people to do something which is completely unsafe. It might still feel risky. We work on that edge, right? We don't want to be outside what they can tolerate, but we want it to have some element of risk. So I think I do repeatedly is to remind people this is not your real father. This is not the real other. This is the image of the other that you carry in your own head or your own heart, or try not to ever think of. We're now going to address, right? And another thing, I think it's important to take as much time as we need to shape the encounter. We've already looked at examples this season um, where we were reminded that the goal isn't just to get to the encounter. The anticipation, the shaping, the sharpening the message of what we're going to help the client share with the imaginal other can, uh, we can take a long time to do that. So in this case, we're going to take time to, this feels very risky, that you're not sure that you can do this. Um, but you've said, I want to, but I don't think I can. So we stay really close to them. And if it feels really dangerous, we can check with the client what would make it safer for them, right? So we might picture the client on the other side of the wall or behind a plexiglass wall. Um, or we may remind them that I'm here with you, and I'm next to you as you bring this image of this very dangerous, hurtful, abusive other to address them. And as I was saying, to take as much time as we need, that could also be phrased as slicing the encounter as thin as the client needs, so that they know they're in charge and they can stop at any point. We're helping the clients to discover their own strengths, their own power, their own agency, their own goodness as a survivor, right? That they're good, they're telling the other what they need. And I think it's important to remember that we're not shaping the encounter for the other person, right? I mean, that's another thing that comes up. I don't want to make the other person feel bad. I know that he really loved me, but he just had this violent temper. I don't want to make them feel bad. I remind her we're shaping this message to this image of your father, not for him, but to help you validate what you endured, what you survived, and to help you find a voice to tell this imaginal other how wrong it was for them, for you. It was so wrong. So this is already helping them to shift their view of self and to give all the responsibility for the abuse onto the other. And that is really challenging for some clients. So that takes time it's already a mini change event to think, I'm going to say it's your responsibility. I was the kid. I'm not responsible for any of your temper tantrums, right? Because they've absorbed so much a sense of, maybe it was me. So it's already changing it.